Welcome back, everybody. My name is David Lake. I am a sneaker god here on YouTube. I am going to go ahead with this video and tell you guys about what not to be hyped about. So if you guys want to go ahead, make sure to subscribe. Drop a like on this video if it's informational, if you want to see more from me. If we hit 30 likes, I will go ahead and do an on-foot review of the Yeezy Zebras that I copped last Saturday on the 24th. So there's a lot of rumors about a lot of shoes coming out in the next month. So July is supposed to be extremely jam-packed with releases almost every single Saturday. And unfortunately, everything is saturated with Jordans. So for the past couple of months, I would say maybe honestly the whole entire year, Jordan has come out with a new release almost every single Saturday. And they are just trying to put so many colorways out on the market for no apparent reason. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys a couple examples on what people have been like, oh my god, this shoe is going to be so awesome, this is what we're going to go ahead and buy this weekend. But honestly, I don't think where the price point is, it's not worth the money. So let's go ahead and jump right into the video. So the first shoe we have is the Air Jordan 5 Flight Suit. So this is kind of like a recreation of the Raging Bulls they released a couple years back. It's a retro colorway, but of course, as you can see from right here, they added in a red midsole instead of the black one that was before on the Raging Bulls. And on the bottom part of the shoe, we have the red accents throughout. People have been hyping it up, saying like, oh my gosh, this is going to be a really good shoe for the summer. For $190 and it trying to replace the Raging Bulls, I do not think this shoe is worth it whatsoever. I know that they're coming out with another 5 this month as well. So that's up to you, and let's go ahead and talk about that next one that's coming out as well. So the next shoe that we have is the Air Jordan 5 Premium Triple Black. So this shoe is another 5, so that'd be 2 5s in a month. So that's 2 colorways that Jordan's trying to push into our face and say, hey, we want you to buy our shoes as much as possible, which I think is a little greedy in my opinion, but you know, all you Jordan fans out there can be like, awesome, this is more pairs to add to my collection. So as you can see from this picture right here, what's going to happen with this shoe is that it's completely leathered out. So the upper is leather, the toe box is leather, everything is blacked out, as you can see. For the price point of $400, I don't think this shoe is worth it whatsoever. It's supposed to be releasing on July 8th, which is 2 Saturdays from now. And for $400, I'm sorry, but I would not be purchasing that shoe. If it was an original OG colorway, then yes, I definitely would cop it for that amount of money if it came out before. But for $400 right off the bat for it, I don't see myself buying the shoe. Like I said, this is my personal opinion. Other people can go ahead and have a different opinion on it, but I think for $400, no Jordan, unless it's OG colorways, is worth that type of money. The next shoe we have is the Nike Air Max 1s University Blues. So this shoe, don't get me wrong, it looks really, really nice. It probably would really look nice on feet, but for $140, I do not think this shoe is worth it. I know with Nike, they're trying to go ahead and take a step back and kind of bring back the OG colorways when it comes to any one that like the Air Force Ones and stuff like that. Same with like Nike SBs, but I totally like fucks with them heavy. I like the Nike SBs, but for $140 for this Nike Air 1, I do not think it is worth it whatsoever. If you guys are going to cop any of the shoes I've listed so far and you think it's worth it, please leave a comment down below. I'd like to hear you guys' opinion on this. And yeah, I just do not think it's worth $140. Alright, the next shoe we have is the Reebok Alien Stompers. These shoes are hideous. I do not recommend these shoes to anybody. I understand they come into a pack for $325, but for Reebok shoes, Don't get me wrong, some Reeboks are really, really nice. Like, I would totally rock them, but this specific pack is completely hideous. I give this one a big X. Do not try and purchase the shoe whatsoever. Even if you're trying to resell them, you are going to lose money on this so fast. I promise you, you will not regret not buying this shoe. The last shoe for the month of July that I recommend not to be hyped about if anybody tries to hype it up is the re-release of the Foamposite Eggplant colorway. Trust me, this shoe is not worth buying unless you get the OG colorway, because it's just completely different. I understand, you know, with every shoe brand, if they're trying to re-release colorways or trying to do anything, like how Kanye did with these. He re-released them, and as you can see, the resale value of these shoes dropped $2,000, $1,000, just because, you know, people wanted this shoe and he had extras of them or whatever the rumors were about him, and then he went ahead and he re-released them. You know, it's just not worth it. I think it's better to spend $325 on a dead stock pair of the originals than spending $250 on a re-released pair, because it's not original. It's not, you know, what was compared to now, if that makes any sense. I think with the shoe game nowadays, it's just that people are trying to push so many colorways on us. Even with like the Adidas Ultra Boost, they're coming out with like 6 colorways a month and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, you know, Adidas is extremely comfortable, especially, you know, just like the Ultra Boost and stuff like that. It's extremely comfortable. Nike Air is extremely comfortable, but, you know, it just feels like the market right now for shoes is starting to become a little bit overwhelming, to where sneakerheads don't even want to buy shoes unless it's something that people can't have that are worth thousands of dollars. Because, you know, anybody, in my opinion, can go out and buy a $300 pair of shoes or anything like that. But, you know, when these things were selling for $2,000, people couldn't have them. So that's why people like it was just crazy. Like, you know, and then you've got more Yeezys releasing this year, which people are going to go after and try and get, because these are shoes that are in limited quantities that when they are released, it's hard to get afterwards. So that's why the hype about them is so real, and that everybody wants this shoe, because, like I said, they're sought after. Every pair of Yeezy, except for these ones now, because you can get this for $500. You know, that's pocket change for most people that are in the shoe game. And now it's easier for like people who weren't able to afford the Zebras are able to get them now. Same with like the cream colorway. They released a lot of those Jordans. You see a lot of people wearing 4s and 3s and stuff like that, because now they're making so many colorways that they're sitting on the shelves and going on sale. So for me, why not, you know, make it the year like how Jordan used to do. They had the year of the 2s, the years of the 3s, 4, 5, and 6. And then I think it was after the 7s or the 8s they stopped doing the year of. And, you know, it's nothing against Jordan, you know, but they are really trying to push a lot of shoes out in a month and every single weekend. And it's overwhelming, because I used to be a Jordan fan. I used to love to get the 11s. I used to love the 12s. Like the PSNYs that came out on Wednesday, you know, they were beautiful, and I really wanted a pair, but you only had to be in certain locations to get them. And, you know, you could believe that hype because they're so exclusive, but now they're talking about possibly releasing them on Nike.com, you know, for a permanent release. And of course, it would be $300 per, but I mean, that would be worth it. But all the other Jordans, don't believe the hype. Don't go after them. Honestly, you can just wait until they sit on the shelves for months and go on sale. They'll go on sale in a week if people don't buy them. You know, they can go for $190 and then drop down to $129, which is typically what Jordan used to do. He used to sell them for like $150 or whatever. And now, like I said, it's just oversaturated with the market and stuff like that. That's all I got for today. I hope this was very informational. Do not believe the hype. That's all I gotta say. Any Jordan shoe, any new Nike shoe that's really coming out, unless it's like an SB that's really exclusive, you know, anything like that. Even the Foamposites, don't believe the hype. even some Adidas shoes, just don't believe the hype. That's just really what it comes down to. Just don't believe it. If you want to get the shoe, definitely go ahead. I'm not saying don't buy any of the shoes, but the shoes that I've listed, I definitely do not think they are worth that money. And I will see you guys in my next video. Just make sure to never believe the hype, but always be a hype beast. Alright, I'll see you guys later.